Hi friends, after understanding the problem domain and solution domain, your mental work is over. Whatever I explained in the previous video is the mental work. First you complete your mental work and then come to physical work. Normally, most college students, almost 99%, whenever a task is given, immediately their fingers act on the keyboard. That is very bad habit. First you complete your mental work. Then what is mental work means whatever I explained, but I have given briefly. Gradually I give you in a professional manner, and that is the mental work. Once your mental work is over, then you start your physical work. One simple example I give you. Actually, you want to go for a holiday trip of 1 week with some friends and all that. Then before that, you make a lot of mental work. Lot of mental work means which places you have to visit, where to stay, where to reserve, how to travel, and what is the budget. Like dozens of questions, first you get answers. Then only you start your physical work. Your physical work means reserving tickets, etc., and all that. So, without doing your mental work, you go for a holiday trip. It is not a holiday joy trip, it is a misery trip, no doubt about that. In programming also, without doing your mental work, if you start typing program and all that, ultimately you purchase chaos. Very few times you may be successful, but things will not be in your control. That point you have to understand. Whatever may be your past, I don't bother. If you are totally new here, strictly follow my guidelines. If you already know programming and all that, whatever habits, bad habits, what I am calling, you just ignore them and start your programming study as if you started today. Okay. Now, another thing is, many people simply show the code. Simply showing code, dumping code on your head, there is no use. You may not get all. Some students may grasp, but a majority student cannot understand because everything is new to you. If I provide 20 to 30 lines of code before you, it is Greek and Latin. You cannot understand that. That's why I give you hands-on explanation. This is a novel way. Of course, conventional way only. Hands-on explanation. Every bit of code I write. Because of that, you are enabled to focus on each and every element, whatever I write on the board. Thereafter, you imitate me. Imitate. Imitation is different from copying. You imitate. What I am doing, you observe. Thereafter, you imitate it. Simply copying it, you never get any benefit. Okay. Now, I write all the lines of code and thereafter I show you the program. Then you can have a clarity. Okay. Whenever you are writing a Java program, first thing is you have to write a blueprint class. Already I told you, without a blueprint, we cannot implement. Blueprint is a concept or idea, and blueprint class you have to write. After that, you have to write implementation class. In implementation class only, you instantiate objects. In this only, main will be there. Main will be there. So for every program, but many other authors and all that, they do differently. They put main also in a blueprint class, but that in you may get result. Many things you may get, but it should be done formally. That point you have to understand. First you write whatever class you write, and first blueprint class you write. Once a blueprint is over, then you write the implementation class, and you can understand what is the blueprint class. Now, first I write the blueprint, start writing blueprint class. Before that, what I told you, the previous program itself I told you, conventionally you should start with the comment. Comment, I explained about that. That's why I am not a JFG-2. This you don't forget, because as soon as you see some program, immediately what is that immediate? Because we are going to do dozens of, even hundreds of programs, and this is Java Feel Good series. Thereafter, Java Fast Track series will be there. Thereafter, Java Formal series. Many things are there. So, if you don't name them properly, you purchase your headache. That point you have to understand. Now, what is the task of this program? Program preparation of simple biodata. like this: preparation and printing of simple biodata. This is like a head. Already I told you, this is like a simple, what is the task of the program you are describing. Don't bother about grammar and all that. Like a chapter heading, simply seeing that one should, it may have 30 lines of code. They need not read all the 30 lines of code. Simply seeing that what is the task of the program, they can understand. Suppose if it is a professional, simply by a glance how we have written also they can understand. Okay. Then here one line gap we give. I told you already, paragraph division. Like that if you give for every segment one line gap, if you give, people can have focus on each and every element. That point you have to understand. Thereafter we have to start with a class. Class is a keyword, and you have to start with that. It should be in lowercase. Thereafter we have to give name for this. Name means what is the appropriate name? We are writing biodata. That's why that is biodata. This is the appropriate name that you give, and it should be a noun. It is a noun, and it should be in Pascal case. Pascal case means every word should be start with a capital letter, uppercase. So it is one word. That's why it started with a B. Immediately after that, you write the block below the second character. You put this flower bracket. Then you write like this. This is the block. In this only, whatever code you are supposed to write, you must write. Understand? Then only block structure should be clearly seen. Already explained to you in the first program. You give respect to that, respect to conventions. By that only you are respected by the professionals. Actually, one simple secret I have to tell you. Actually, if you have a good handwriting, and somebody sees your script, immediately they appreciate. They may not know you also. Simply seeing a script of somebody with a good handwriting, they get a appreciation. They throw a appreciation automatically. In the same way, in programming there is no handwriting. Here, conventions. If you follow conventions rightly, whoever sees your program, they throw an appreciation towards you, whether they know you or not. That point always you remember. For this purpose, you need not carry any burden. Just to make it a habit. Okay, you should start from day one. This is not for me, for you. Okay. Now, already, what stuff we have to write, I explained to you. We have to define 3 variables. First one for name, second one for age, third one for height. Okay, 3 variables. Thereafter, we write a method. That method meant for initializing the variables. There, once variables are initialized, what is required? They should be displayed. For that, another method, demo biodata, you have to make out. So this is a simple task. That's why totally how many elements are there? Totally 5 elements you are supposed to write. So this is the way. What is the use of mental work means? This is the use of the mental work. Now, first one, what you have to write? What variable you require? You require name. Name means nothing but text. It is a string. So its type is string. String is a class. String is just about string, and don't think much. String is a class. How can you identify? What I told you, whatever may be the class name, it should start with the uppercase. That is the thumb rule. According to thumb rule, you can understand string name. One you have to develop. Because of that, one container is formed, and its a name. Its a type is string. Okay, you understand like this, and thereafter, int. Second one is age. Age. I told you already in the first training session. Age always we represent as a whole number. That's why I declared as int. Now next one is height. This is float. Actually, its nature is float. As I told you, today your height may be exactly 5. After few months, it is 5.1. Few months ago, it is 4.11. like this and all that there. That's why you write that, and here complete names you must write. You should not be lazy. That point you have to understand. Because of that, what is happening? Three containers are being created. One is age,